Welcome to the Necessary Conversation Midweek Edition. With me is my sister and my mom. Today we're going to be watching some videos pertaining to the aftermath of the No Kings protests. My mom thinks they were full of violent, horrible people. We don't, but she has some clips to that end. Haley,
Thanks.
what?
Okay. Thanks they were? I know they were.
All right.
All right.
And I have some clips to kind of refute that, and we'll see where it goes from there. So, Mom, do you want to play your clip first?
I have no clips.
I know, but your presence is all we require. Thank you very much.
You
Uh,
next time you need clips.
I have 0 clips.
both
Next time you need
Haley,
a clip.
you and Mom tell Dad you're all welcome to send me clips for these midweek episodes. Mom, you've taken to sending me like 15 emails with different clips throughout the course of the week, and I just want
What?
one clip,
I
basically.
have no clips, but I do have I've had to people are recognizing me out in the wild for the necessary pod.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Every day now.
So so
And
what's that
like
have to do with a clip?
Yeah,
nothing.
well,
Nothing.
you're just
Congratulations.
telling
I
us
am
that.
expressing my contribution to the pod. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
So yeah, I'm
The
getting recognized out in the wild for the pod. Usually it's Hive Bakery, but now they're like, "Are you on that necessary pod?"
Mhm.
Yep, it's me.
All right.
I say
Well,
no, it's someone else.
fantastic. So you're not getting too famous to still show up and have this conversation. Thank you for that. All right. So, Mom, this is an Instagram clip that you have sent me. It
Yes.
pertains to it's some video and images of various people that were at the No Kings rally, supposedly. Let's take a look at this clip and then we can react to it. Here we go.
Fake news.
5 most
No.
abhorrent things seen at the No Kings protest this weekend. Let's start with this guy here deliberately mocking Charlie Kirk's assassination. If you think it doesn't get more disrespectful than that, then look at number 4. Yeah, it gets worse. Now we have this old man here, shame on him, wearing the same clothes as the shooter of Charlie Kirk, like it's a Halloween party and he thinks it's a funny costume to put on. Number 3 is even more disrespectful. They put out a tent saying change my mind, but the sign said Charlie Kirk had it coming. So they're blaming Charlie for being killed. Here's number 2, and I believe everyone has seen it. This is a teacher, you guys. An elementary teacher mocking one of the most horrific moments in American history, where Charlie gets shot on the neck and bleeds to death. And here is number 1, a child stabbing a figure of Donald Trump. What do you think this child is going to grow up to be? This is insanity. This is absolutely ridiculous. So this was their No Kings protest, huh? You had kids stabbing figures of Donald Trump. You had teachers mocking shootings. You had people all over the place saying, kill your political opponents. That's fine. Tell me again how it's all about democracy.
Okay, so that's the clip you wanted us to see, Mom. Let me
Right.
just say at the outset, I denounce all of that. I don't agree with any of the things that those people are doing or saying.
Right. From a party that has preached,
Mhm.
tolerance. We all need to get along, no violence. Well, their words, you can protest, but
Mhm.
their words now are crossing over into that type of vile violence, ugly, wishing people to be assassinated,
That's your
and
president.
glorifying, no, don't
Mhm.
say that, and glorifying the death of Charlie Kirk, that he deserved it, and celebrating it. Next, they are going to celebrate all Republicans being killed. I do
Mhm.
believe they want us all dead.
Okay. Let me
But
ask you this. Let me ask you
uh
this.
huh,
There were 7 million people that came out
uh huh.
to the No Kings protests. This video offers examples of 5 that may or may have not been at the No Kings protest, by the way. There's no evidence that any of those photos are actually from No Kings. I do think the one of the
Chad,
teacher
come
the
on.
teacher
It,
doing the neck motion, I think that was because I remember seeing that video. But
yes,
whatever the case, whether they were from No Kings or not, I agree with you. I think all of this sentiment has no place in any of American political rhetoric. No one should be calling for the death of anyone at any point. I agree with you on that. But do you
it's
think that these 5 images and videos that you saw are indicative of 7 million people, of everyone's attitude that was at No Kings?
Probably not,
Okay.
but 5 is way too many. 1 is way too many.
Okay.
1 is way too many to
Do
celebrate the
you feel
assassination of Charlie Kirk
do
in
you
the
feel
way that
that
they
way
did.
about Jan 6? About all those people who were trying to break in and kill some of the people inside the building? Do you feel the same way about Jan 6?
No, I don't.
Why not?
No, I don't. I sure don't.
Why?
These people are a waste of skin. They are
Okay.
protesting, but they're wanting people dead.
Let's
They're
take
a
a look
waste
at
of my
some
they're
footage
a
from
waste of my
January
breath and
6th.
skin for
Let's take
wishing death upon people.
let's take a look at some footage from January 6th.
We're going to give riot warning. Going to try and get compliance, but this is now effectively a riot.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
5 to 50 be advised, Capitol Police 1 advised they're trying to breach and get into the Capitol. We have a breach of the Capitol! Breach of the Capitol! We need to hold the doors of the Capitol! I need court support!
Can you see what's going on there? Police are being attacked by this mob.
I've never seen that clip. Never.
Okay, let's
ever.
keep watching.
Never ever.
We lost the line! We lost the line! All MPDs get back! All MPDs get back up to the upper deck! All MPDs get back to the upper deck!
They were peaceful people. These were great people. The crowd was unbelievable. And I mentioned the word love. The love in the air. I've never seen anything like it.
Okay,
Number
so
1, I had never seen those clips.
you've seen it now.
Okay. Number 1,
Yep.
there was one person that could have stopped that, and she chose not to. What? 20
You talking about the
different
president of the
times?
United States?
No, Nancy Pelosi.
Okay.
Nancy Pelosi could have allowed the troops in to stop, to guard, to say, don't do this. She refused help. What was it? 15 times? It was
Okay,
several
fine.
times.
Let's say it's Nancy
In a
Pelosi's fault.
45-minute
Hang
period,
on.
they couldn't even get a hold of her for
Okay.
help.
Okay,
I
fine.
blame her.
Great. Blame whoever you want. The bottom line is that was a violent, angry mob you just saw. You would agree with that. Hello?
I've
The
got to
police
think. I've
were
never seen that
panicking
clip. I've
in
never
their
seen that
voice.
clip.
Okay,
The only
you've
clip
seen
that I
it
have seen-
now.
the only-
Wait a minute,
okay.
Mom. Wait.
No, wait a minute.
No,
The only
you have
clips
seen
I
the
have ever
clip
seen
now. That's not an
where
excuse.
they were opening the gates to let people walk
Great.
in.
Great.
Where they
okay.
were walking through
Great.
peacefully. Those are the only
Perfect.
clips I've ever seen.
Well, you,
Wrong.
yeah, you
just
saw this.
saw this clip where they're attacking cops, where they're shattering windows, where that one guy had a hockey stick or something, just beating the shit out of people. You've seen that now.
Mhm.
Was that a violent mob?
It looked pretty bad, yes.
Okay. So now, do you think it's worse to have a little kid stabbing a piñata of Donald Trump or setting up a tent with a sign that says, Charlie Kirk deserved it, prove me wrong? Do you think that's worse, or what you just watched is worse? People
I think they're
violent.
both. I think they're both bad.
Okay.
But I think that the left side is promoting this and also promoting all the death on people now.
Okay. promoting the death on people. So today, Donald Trump had a big press conference where he promoted how he's just blowing up boats in the Caribbean willy-nilly because he's like, they're drug traffickers, so we just kill them all. And he talked about how good our military is and how lethal it is. He's promoting death.
Okay, every one of those ships that he is blowing up, if they don't stop, if he blows it up, he has saved 25,000 American lives from the drugs
Yeah,
that they
per
are bringing
boat.
into
I
our
watched him say
country.
that. Makes no sense
Didn't
whatsoever.
wasn't it
Yes,
like
it does. They're bringing illegal drugs into our country. He's
One of those
telling that
boats-
cartel, don't bring it anymore.
one of
Don't
those
bring that
boats?
into our
I
country.
think was proven to be a fisherman. Did you
No.
read that?
That I
Well,
haven't
a
read.
fisherman can bring drugs into our country just as well as anybody else.
But they're
Those
offering
are
no
drug
evidence.
cartel.
They don't
They're
even
offering
know
no
who these
evidence.
people are.
Yeah, they don't know who the people on the boats are. They
He's
have
like,
no
boat
evidence.
Cartel.
Bum.
Congress is not being notified of any of this. They're just
Drug
carrying out these
cartel.
strikes.
I think it's drug cartel that he's stopping, and thank God for that.
Okay.
Okay, so the bottom line is you still believe that the January or the No Kings protest was violent in some way?
It's evil. It's pure
Evil.
evil. It's
Okay.
evil in their hearts, wishing people dead. They're
Right.
hypocrites, saying that they're the party of tolerance and love. And look what they're doing. Look what they are doing.
Okay, let's look what they're doing. This is some coverage of the No Kings protests.
Organizers say more than 7 million people gathered at nearly 3,000 events across the country over the weekend for No Kings rallies in a largely peaceful show of force against the Trump administration's policies. That's 2 million more people than the first No Kings Day back in June. Protesters flooded streets, squares, and parks in both big cities and small towns, chanting No Kings in America and carrying signs with slogans like Democracy, Not Monarchy and Make America Good Again.
Are those signs
And
in your
also
mind?
holding
Jump-
signs
hang on.
up that Charlie Kirk deserve it. Also dressing like his assassin,
Yes,
the
of
guy
course.
that
I'm not
assassinated him.
right.
That
So
person should be in jail. The
you've
people
already
that are,
said
Uh-huh.
you've already said that not all of the 7 million people there have these attitudes or were promoting those ideas, right? You agree with that?
the people that were there promoting these ideas,
Right.
that their actions showed that should be in jail. They're vile. They're a waste of
They should be in
skin.
jail for what?
For
Freedom of
promoting
speech.
evil, promoting assassination,
It's freedom of
loving that
speech.
Charlie Kirk got killed. They
It's freedom
should
of
be in
speech.
jail.
It's freedom of speech.
No, not when
Yes.
not when your words go into actions, and they were proving by their actions.
What actions? You're saying the actions of
The
speaking?
girl that I won't even do it because it makes my stomach sick.
Yeah.
That girl that put her finger up, like toward the neck. I won't even
Yeah.
do it. I won't even give her
Okay,
a
you don't
second
have
of
to
my
do it.
time. That
Fine.
bitch should be in jail.
Jesus. For what? What's the
For-
crime?
For celebrating the death of
Uh-huh.
someone that didn't deserve to die just because she doesn't agree with the same things that he believed in.
That's not a
why.
crime.
Huh?
That is not a crime.
I think it's a vile crime. I think she should go to
Okay.
hell.
Well, the legal system does not think it's a crime. The point I was trying to make here is there are people out there with these signs saying no monarchs. Do you believe that's an evil sentiment?
They can say whatever they want as long
Okay.
as they don't show it in actions. Those people had actions behind them, what they were doing.
What? Not criminal actions. You can make any gestures you want. That's freedom of speech.
So wait, do you think that all of the people who wear white hoods and like do KKK shit at rallies, do you think they all belong in jail?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. That's a bad action. You don't do that.
Okay.
You don't
Interesting.
dress up to incite stuff like that.
So do you think all ICE agents should be in jail?
No, they are
Oh.
defending those cities that the mayors won't, that the governors won't. They're defending us, Chad.
They are also wearing masks to hide their identity and then committing assaults against people, just like
Because there
KKK
are
does.
people that want them killed and put 50,000 on each of their heads. I would hide my head
Okay.
too.
All right,
so
let's
that
keep
they
watching.
don't know what I look like.
Let's
But
keep
I'm
watching a little
defending
more of this. What's that?
My country. I would be defending my country just
No,
like
they
them.
wear masks because they know what they're doing is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
They know
100%.
what they're
No.
doing is fucking repulsive, and they don't
Nope.
want to be seen.
They're wearing a mask to defend our country because the mayors and governors won't, and there is people that would put a hit out on them. That's
But
why they
why?
are.
But why do you think that that is the sentiment? Because what they're
Again,
doing
we
is
just
wrong.
talked about
Mhm.
our world is so bad right now. If you don't agree with someone over something, you're willing to kill them, and that's not
Okay.
right.
Well, let me keep playing a little bit more of this coverage of the No Kings protest because I think your attitude of it is not exactly accurate.
In Boston, organizers say more than 100,000 rallygoers convened at the historic Boston Common, America's oldest park. In Washington, D.C., protesters, including federal employees, filled the streets near the U.S. Capitol as the government shutdown remains in effect. In New York City, people stretched for many.
By the way, if either of you want me to pause during this, let me know, and I will.
With rallies spanning across all 5 boroughs. The protests were overwhelmingly peaceful, with many.
We need rainbows, not raids, and that is a unicorn with rainbow wings. Do you
Crab in
believe
the
that's
background.
evil?
Look
That's
at the
fine.
crab in the
That
background.
doesn't bother me.
Okay. This is largely what the No Kings protests were. Were there a
Okay.
few people saying shit that was vile? Yes, of course. There's 7
And they
million
should be
people.
in jail. They should be in jail.
Okay.
Then should all the January 6th rioters be in jail?
No.
Okay. Should the one who was released and then just arrested this week for making a death threat against Hakeem Jeffries be in jail?
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Many participants wearing costumes like the unicorn that I believe Jacob Soboroff interviewed. They were waving American flags. They were dancing. All this despite Republicans referring to the events as hate America rallies in recent days. Many elected officials and public figures joined protesters at these rallies, slamming the Trump administration and celebrating the day's events.
Of course,
We
that's
are here
from your
for the
liberal
same
side.
reason our ancestors gathered here in 1776. We want our government to run without a king. Our government is based on ideas embodied in the Constitution. Among other remarkable features, it guarantees our freedom to speak, as we're doing here today. Rather than doing one monarch's bidding, we have agreed to form a democracy, to work together, and to follow the laws that derive from it. No thrones, no crowns, no kings.
You were shaking your head, Mom. Do you agree with what he was saying there?
We do not have a king. If we had a king, those protests or whatever that is, the peaceful, no kings, whatever you call it, would not have happened.
Why?
If we had a king, he would not have allowed that to happen.
You can protest in England. They have a king.
No, he wouldn't have allowed it if we had a king.
You can protest in England. They have a king.
We're not England, we're USA.
So the U.S. king would operate differently than the British king?
I do believe it.
Okay.
He would have put them all in jail if we had a king.
That talking point is what Mike Johnson said, who was a notorious serial liar. And it's just not true. You can
Okay.
protest if there's a king. The reason we are protesting is to say we don't want a king. And you can claim Trump is or isn't. I'm not saying he is a king. I'm saying that's what he's trying to become, a dictator, really.
No, he's
The
our
idea of no
president.
kings is that it ties back into what this entire country was founded on. It was American colonists who were British came here and said, you know what? Fuck you. We don't want to be paying taxes to somebody who lives in another country. This is bullshit. It's our country now. We revolt. And they formed the United States of America. So by saying no kings, it's like, that's how this country was founded. We're never going back to that. You can understand that idea, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Trump's not a king.
All right.
Tyranny requires your fear, your silence, and your compliance. Democracy requires your courage. And tyranny depends on good people doing nothing. It requires us to accept the unacceptable, to rationalize the irrational, to normalize the abnormal. But tyranny also fails when ordinary people refuse to cooperate, when they say no kings and they mean it.
Do you agree with that?
We do not have a king. We have a president.
I understand, but do you believe that we are experiencing any form of tyranny currently?
I believe we're almost in a civil war.
Okay. Do you think we are experiencing any form of tyranny?
No. I
Okay.
think, like you said, it's protests, but when the protesters, when their words start becoming actions,
Uh-huh.
then we've got trouble.
Do you know what I'm talking about when I say tyranny?
I think so.
What do you
Tell
think it
me.
is?
Like a takeover.
No. Tyranny, it means like a tyrant is in control. Somebody who
Right.
controls the
And the
government, the
people
entire
underneath are
country.
trying to take him over.
No, tyranny is that tyrant squashing any dissent, any type of viable way for there to be a voice of the people. So
Well, he
he
is not
is
that.
instituting that. Of course
No,
he
he
is.
is not that. He's our president.
He's killing people in these boats without going through Congress.
He
That's
is making
against the
our
law.
country safe
He
from drug
has a
cartel.
secret army of masked people kidnapping people illegally, assaulting people illegally. That is tyranny. This
Those
is the
are ICE agents that are protecting us because the governors and the city officials and the mayors will not.
who are
They
they
just
protecting us
reported
from?
they just reported 170 American citizens have been detained by ICE.
And let go.
Okay.
Who are they protecting us from? I saw a video of in LA today. They just went and started rounding up people who are like selling hot dogs in street vendor carts.
Right.
Are
I
they
didn't see
protecting us
that.
from hot dog vendors?
Yeah, funny. I didn't see
It's
that.
not a joke. They're doing that.
And
They're going to
children.
car washes and just rounding up everybody who works there. Are they protecting
I
us from people who wash our cars?
I don't believe that.
They've taken people out of school pickup lines in their cars, picking up their children from school.
There's a video of a blind guy sitting outside of a Portland ICE facility on the other side of the line where they say he can sit, and they come out, 4 ICE agents come out and just yank him and drag him on the ground into the ICE facility. Are they protecting us from a blind guy?
I have told you I don't like the way that ICE is taking people down right now. I don't like
Uh-huh.
it. There has to be a better way to do this, and it is getting kind of crazy and ugly, and I don't like it. But how do we change it? I don't know.
You
How do we
get rid
by
of
not
ICE.
doing it? What are you talking about? You know, Obama deported more people than Trump has and didn't do any of this shit.
That's right, because no one ever reported it. No one ever showed it on TV. No one ever told us about it.
No, he wasn't using ICE like this. And he was more effective at deporting people than Trump is. And he
Right.
did not use violence in this way to do it.
How did he do it?
The legal way. What ICE is doing is fucking illegal. They are kidnapping people without warrants. They are beating the shit out of the people. Haley just told you they've detained over 100 U.S. citizens. Why?
They're shooting fucking priests in the head with pepper balls, for Christ's sake. Like he was praying to God. And he's
did see
white.
that
They
one.
shot this man. Like
I did see that.
it wasn't even their fucking target, you know?
Yeah. It's
Like
got to
they're
get
going
better.
after brown people. And now they're
Well,
just going after people.
there's 2 ways it gets better. Once an authoritarian takes full control, which he's close to doing, it's revolution. That's
Right.
it. That's the only way that ends.
Civil war.
I don't know if it's going to be a civil war, but it's going to be some kind of a military or violent style coup, I think, for sure. We'll see. Anyway, let's keep watching the rest of this video.
Mike Johnson.
You're already, oh my God.
Look
Just
at
at the
him.
side of Bernie Sanders?
Why do we have like a 15-minute clip on yours and mine was like 1 minute? Haley,
We can
you need to
stop
bring
this clip if
clips.
you want. I'm just trying to show you what the No Kings protest actually was, because in your mind, it's this video you saw on Instagram of somebody throwing up pictures of
I've
a
seen
little
more
kid
than
stabbing a
one.
Donald Trump.
I've seen more than one
pinata.
video. It's fine. I get your idea. You don't have to show any more.
All right. Then we won't. So basically, it comes down to this. You believe the No Kings protest was a bunch of violent, vile people who should be thrown in jail because they were expressing attitudes incongruent with your idea of who Charlie Kirk was or celebrating death or whatever. And I agree
Anybody
with
at
you.
that protest that celebrated death, that celebrated the death of Trump or Charlie Kirk or making any gestures that they were happy about all that, they should be in prison. They
For
should be in jail.
what? That's not a crime.
That's celebrating death. It's vile.
Fine, that's not a crime. You are free
That's
to do that in this
that's
country.
where, though, I do think our country's going bad right now. The left is propelling that. That is the wave of the left side. Wanting, if you don't believe what they believe, they're going to take you down.
They're not taking anyone down. The
Oh,
people who are
Charlie
taking
Kirk
people
wasn't
down,
taken down. Okay, yes, he was.
not by anybody on the left. All of these assassinations, it always comes back to it's a fucking Trump supporter. It's somebody on the right. Or it's a weird, we don't really know what it is, if it even was a real assassination attempt, et cetera, et cetera. That picture of Trump, I'm sure you've seen it. I think it's a Time magazine cover where it's shot from under, and he did a big complaint about, oh, they picked a bad picture of me because it shows his neckussy.
That was the
Trump-pussy.
worst picture that they could ever taken of him, and they
Yeah.
did it on purpose to make him look bad.
Should they be in jail for that?
No,
They
Okay.
can't help that he's
that's
got a
not
Trump
saying they
pussy.
wanted him dead. They just showed a bad
Right.
picture of him,
The
but it was
main
bad.
point in that picture is you can see his ear, the one that was supposedly shot, and it's
Fully
perfect. There's not even a
intact.
scratch, not a scar, nothing on it.
Yeah.
AI. That's what they did to make it look that way.
Okay,
Huh.
sure.
Huh.
I just want to make this point.
mm,
Mom, you believe that all of this is being fueled by a violent rhetoric on the left.
Yes, I
When
do.
the truth is, how many videos are we supposed to watch of ICE agents beating the shit out of people, disappearing people, shooting people in the head with pepper spray? They're killing people now, yanking children out of their mother's arms, picking people up when they're going to their court-appointed hearings to get their green cards, detaining them then. These are people following the legal process of immigration. These are people just doing their jobs who have been here for 20 years in some cases, paying taxes the whole time. How many videos can we watch of ICE brutally assaulting these people before there is some violent pushback to that?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's going to push back for sure, and I've told you in another episode, I don't like the way that is going. I don't like it. It's getting out of control. I don't like it. So
Right.
something's
So the
gonna give.
alternative to that is a 7 million person peaceful protest, which is what we had in the No Kings rally.
That was not all peaceful. That was
It
some of that was
was.
very vile. It was very ugly. It made
Vile
me
and
sick to my
ugly.
stomach.
Hang on. Vile and ugly is not anti-peaceful. It is not violent. You can
Well-
be vile and ugly. You can say nasty shit. You can make nasty signs and make nasty hand gestures and all of that shit. That is not violence. You understand that, right?
It's not love and peace and warm and fuzzies. Wanting
That's
people
fine.
dead.
But
It's
you
a
can
protest.
Wanting
We're
people dead.
protesting Donald Trump. He is a piece of shit.
No, the stuff about Charlie Kirk, how they said he deserved it and all that. That is the most vile, sick, anti-Christian, anti-American thing ever said.
I mean, Charlie Kirk is what you're saying. Vile, disgusting, anti-Christian, anti-American.
Oh my gosh.
Like you are describing him.
No,
so
I
how
am
I
not.
don't there's
That is that
he
is
is
not your
just as bad
opinion.
as those
I
people.
mean, that is your opinion, not mine. I can't believe you would even say that.
You've clearly never watched his clips.
I've watched a lot of his clips, Haley.
You've watched the propaganda that people put together of what a hero he was with angelic golden light and beautiful piano music under it. You've seen those, I'm sure, but you haven't seen any of his actual
No.
shows, I would guess.
I've seen his debates. I've seen how he talked to kids on campuses.
Which kids? Have you seen how he talks to trans kids on campuses?
Right.
That a
Probably
man
not.
is a man and a woman is a woman. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Okay.
all of that is beside the point. The point that I wanted to try to make with all this is you see the No Kings protest and the left largely as this violent, vile mob who wants to kill everybody. And the truth is, most of it is people wearing the unicorn costumes and the frogs and the squirrels dancing and saying, we're not down with this shit. And those people are getting the shit kicked out of them by ICE when they are just following the law. There's so many videos of like all these ICE facilities in Portland. They painted these blue lines around them and they say, you can't step past this blue line or we'll fucking arrest you. People don't. The protesters stay on the other side of the line, and ICE crosses that line to kick the shit out of them and drag them kicking and screaming into their facility. ICE is breaking the law.
I see some of the other clips though,
Mhm.
where people are throwing the bricks at ICE, so they have to react back, and that's when the confrontation starts. I see those clips also, Chad.
Okay. Well, send me those clips, I guess.
It's
Maybe we'll
always
do
the
that for next
bricks.
week.
It's always the bricks and the burning cars.
You're the brick. You don't even bring clips, so boo, boo, boo. Bring me a clip, Haley.
All right. Well, that wraps up this midweek episode. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Thank you, Haley, for coming.
Wait.
Clips or no?
We
What
didn't
else
have a listener question. Are we not going to do that on Wednesdays?
I'm thinking about possibly putting together an extra episode every week that would just be all listener questions because we're getting a bunch of them now, and I feel bad that I can only do one per week because we're getting dozens.
Okay, wait. I have lots of DMs from lots of trans people that want to be your friend. Do you want me to forward them to you or what?
Whose friend? Me?
You. Yeah.
You said in the last episode you would be friends with a trans person if they wanted to be friends with you.
How do I pick just one?
I can give you all of them.
I don't have all day to be friends with everyone. How do I do this?
I don't know. I don't know. They want to talk to you. I don't know.
How do I do this?
Do
we make this every Wednesday night? Who talks with all her trans friends?
Mary Lou and the dolls.
I'm staying out of this. DM whoever you want. Jesus.
Because do I do it privately? How do I do this?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Should we have a Wednesday night, Mary Lou, with all her trans friends?
I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I think these episodes have been semi-effective, though. I think, at least I feel like, sometimes these videos do get through to you, that we are making some progress here by just showing you how it's covered on the other side. Sometimes, like tonight, I don't think it worked. You have an immediate kind of like shutdown, even when you just see Bernie Sanders or the MSNBC logo. You're like, oh my God. And so the information doesn't penetrate. Yeah.
My clip.
Yeah.
Had you guys seen all 5 of those situations
I saw the
social
neck
media that she described?
I only saw the neck shooting one, and there was one other one. I forget which one was in there that I also saw. I saw 2 of the 5.
Dressed as Charlie Kirk's
Yeah,
shooter.
I saw that guy. As well. Okay.
Vile.
And what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Stabbing the pinata?
What did I tell you? As soon as I watched the clip, it said I denounce all of that. I'm against all of it. Then I showed you.
But you haven't seen them, so you're not seeing the clips that I see.
That's right. And you showed me those clips, and I said I denounced them all. Then I showed you new footage of January 6th, and you said, no, that's different. They're heroes.
Do you see what I see?
So you see what I'm saying? I have this ability to look at new information and make some kind of judgment on it based on my moral compass or what I perceive to be my political ideology or whatever, and to say, yes, I rebuke that shit. I don't agree with what those people are doing. I then show you new footage of January 6th, but you've already made your preconceived notion that they are heroes. There is no footage I can show you of the January 6th rioters that would change your mind that they should have all been pardoned. I even give you new information. One of them has currently been arrested this week for making a death threat against Hakeem Jeffries.
Well, good. He was arrested then. That's good.
Okay.
What about Nancy Pelosi not calling in the troops for us?
Donald Trump was the fucking president during that. He had pure control. All he had to do was send a tweet, go home.
All he wanted to do, he wanted to ask her, and she said no.
Where'd you get that hat? Because I've given you 2 Hive hats, and you've never once worn one on air.
I will maybe next time.
I'll wear a Hive hat. Send me a Hive hat.
Okay. You want a dad hat or a trucker cap?
What's a dad hat?
What mom's wearing?
Do you have something that's not either of those? I guess I'll take the dad hat.
I do, but it's mine. They only make me one.
Oh, so I only have one trucker cap that I wear, and it's this one. Come on now.
Now I'm going to go to bed thinking about all my trans friends. I can't talk to that many people.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Can I?
I don't know. Okay. Why can't you?
That's a lot.
Look, you guys can hash this out. You can hash this out outside of the show. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Mom, for bringing your clip. Thank you, Haley, for bringing yourself and no clips. And I love you both. I love Dad wherever he is. I hope he's sleeping or eating a banana.
good news on him today. Good
Yeah.
kidney function, so that's good.
That is,
We had a
yeah,
big
we get to,
test.
we all
coming
get to
back.
keep our kidneys.
Y'all get to keep your kidneys. Good news. Do you remember when we played that prank on you a long time ago? We called Chad and we teased him, which we shouldn't have, and said, "We got some bad news. Your dad needs a kidney."
I don't remember this at all.
I don't either.
What did I say?
You said, "What?" You were like, "No way."
I said no to him.
Yes, you didn't want to give him a kidney a long time ago.
Oh, that's funny.
So I guess that would not change.
Yeah, no shit.
But we don't need one, so we're good.
Okay, that's good. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be back on Sunday with a full breakdown of East Wing of the White House being destroyed, Donald Trump demanding $230 million from taxpayers, him canceling the Putin meeting, all kinds of shit, him blowing up more of these boats. There's a bunch of shit. It's only Wednesday. Who the hell knows what's going to happen the next 2 days? But we'll probably be talking about at least those issues this Sunday. We hope you'll join us for that.
Bye. I love you, Haley. I love you, Chad.
Love you guys. Bye.